running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offense is trying to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Let it slip.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard.
What is that? Blue.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Santos with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff running for the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Murray. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. A gain there of 21 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are once again back in front. To try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing is Williams. Off to Thomas on the left side. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To throw, it's Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, it's Williams. And again, back to Kmet. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Swift. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Odunze on the jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
It's a gain of 22
A good pickup there, a 22.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Murray now to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Murray again. This is caught. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Bolden on the return. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the gun, here's Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. Of how accurate he's been throwing the football. We're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, Fun, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Williams. A pass complete to Odunze. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and goal, Chicago.
What is going on?
Williams will get this out wide to Odunze. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Williams going to look to throw again. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
What is up?
Swift. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
First play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Murray. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chandler Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. On the gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
To throw, Williams. They'll look middle here and give it to Odunze. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To the air, Williams. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Our first carry for Najee Harris. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Carlos Santos for the Bears field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Vikings use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Second and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson from 6 yards away. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run out The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. To the sideline for Thomas. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing is Williams. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Bears first down.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
What is it?
Williams now. From the gun, he'll throw. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Intercepted.
Looking to put a drive together.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Stopped on the play by Kyler Gordon.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.